hello, and welcome back to more Bloodborne. Thanks so much for stopping by. Also, hello, Era. Thank you for being ever so heckin' prompt. We left off with like 3 areas we can go to. Go to the DLC. We can go left going out of the Grand Cathedral. We can go right going out of the Grand Cathedral. And then there's also the spooky forest. So we technically have 4 places we can go to. I'm gonna start with going left out of the Grand Cathedral. Actually, no, we should go right out of the Grand Cathedral first. Because that, I'm pretty sure, is where we get our workshop rune. And that would be very handy. So yeah, just dive on in. Discord notifications are good. I'm good. I'm glad that they seem to have some good effectiveness. Oh, hi. Excuse me. Forgot to charge up my mace before beating the crap out of you. Oh, well, I didn't really want to go for a big old crit grab onto your back, but I'll do it. Actually, let's go left. Let's open up the pathway. Meaning go to get to the lantern. Then we'll go right. It's gonna be a whole roundabout mess. But I think this is how I want to do it. There's our shaded cathedral or chapel. Also, there's some crows up here. Okay. I know enough about this place that I'm not gonna jump down into the middle. We're gonna go in slowly from the outside, and hopefully not get wrecked. Scurrying beast. Where'd it go? No. Not you. What? Why didn't you fire? No, that's why you didn't fire. Because I had the wrong gun out. Get wrecked. That hunter fight was much more manageable than others. And I think I'm gonna have to respawn this area soon. I thought maybe I could hit that down the wall. May have to respawn this area once we're done to get that screen beast. If it comes back that way. I don't know if it does. Could you... Why? Why is the bullet spammy so spammy? Did the AI get changed recently to just spam the hell out of bullets? Oh, that was beautiful though. Ah. Could you... What are you doing? Oh, there's another scurrying beast. Well, that's gone. What? Could you just come over here and fight me, please? Please? Don't make me start chucking Molotovs at you. I will. That's why I didn't want to. Could you? Ah. This is so frustrating. You are just so hard-pressed just to not fight me in any way, shape, or form. You're such a jerk. Just fight me! God, this is so frustrating. They just don't want to fight. Ugh. Oh, thank you for walking back into that. You have like no chance of killing me, but you're just gonna annoy the hell out of me. And make me waste all of my blood vials. Where are you even going? This is so frustrating. Just die. Might be too fast for me. I think I'd prefer the slightly more methodical way from what I remember anyway that Dark Souls comic goes. Dark Souls 1 and 2 are definitely more methodical. And the hunter fights are quite an exception to basically the rest of the fights in this game. Fighting other hunters can be a mess just like that because I've honestly never had the AI behave as badly as they have in this playthrough. Like, they are being frustratingly spammy from the outside, just like not wanting to get close to you ever. And then they just spam their gun. And it's a shotgun, so it has a really wide cone. Yeah, I don't know. I've just never really had them play so annoyingly before. The rest of the fights are usually much better managed. Gonna have a different noise the third time? It was a slightly different noise. Very good. Very good. Oh. No. Bag man. I got some. Thanks for stopping by. So I think what's happening to me is what I think was a problem with me with Dark Souls 3, like during the, what do you call it? During the I can't remember his name. King of Storms and whatever the super difficult boss in Dark Souls 3 main game is. Forget its name. I don't know why I can't. But yeah, there was a thing happening there where I was just having an issue with how this game queues up your next input. Because with that situation, I got hit that first time. Good, they do respawn. I got hit that first time. And then I hit circle to try to backstep at a pretty decent time after I got hit. But when he recovered fully from the hit, he didn't dodge. He ended up just kind of not doing anything. So I was expecting to dodge away, and he didn't do anything. I have a feeling if I would have spammed circle a little bit more, I would have been able to dodge. It's just like it just, in some situations, it just doesn't queue up your action properly. And you could end up either not doing anything or potentially repeating things if you spam too much. So it's like, it's a weird sort of, I have to try and figure out how the game is going to interpret the button presses I'm doing. And it's not like this all the time, but it does have some specific scenarios that crop up more often than I would like, where it feels like the game is not doing what I tell it to. But it could also, again, be me just being nitpicky and being not as good as I'm hoping I am. All right, big man. Round 2. Why do I even throw a Molotov? Will you stop? Now I'm honestly just playing dumb. I'm just playing like an idiot now. Either that or they're very good at making sure they don't get hit by Molotovs. Alright, let's get back into the swing of things. Let's take our time. Do the motions that we know we can do. Why did you do a big strike there? Shouldn't even be dying this often. Just playing like a fool. So take off the flame sprayer for a bit, just to hopefully get my stamina recover faster. Gonna jump at me this time? No, you're gonna kick me. It's very easy to fight you when you decide to not do a whole lot. Ooh, we're so close with these twin bloodstone shards. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we're climbing down this hillside, because I forgot that there's a crap ton of gunners on the side of this hill. So you go down and you try to fight that guy, and these guys just wreck you from behind. No mercy for firearms. Okay, I think, oh, that's right, there's 2 of you. Right, how did we even get down here? Or maybe this is how we're supposed to get down. I have no idea. Have this. That didn't do that much damage. Scurrying beast, no! You're still alive and I know it. There you are. Come back here. Sweet, I think we have enough to upgrade our Tonitrus to tier 6. Wow, I'm having a lot of really good luck with taking these guys down with a counter. I'll take my luck where I can get it. Letty looks good. Actually, don't think I remember what that does. Shifts weight to deflect attacks? To make deflection of attacks easier, but must be used with care, as it also slows movement with no change to defense. Deflection of attacks easier? How does it make that easier? I don't... Maybe it slows you down but gives you more invincibility frames on your rolls? I have no clue. Also, is there a way I can get back up? I'm not sure I checked off everything on the list on the way down here. Probably widens the window. Yeah, seems like it. I'm just curious as to why the wording seemed strange to me, because it made it kind of sound like it would make getting counters off with your gun easier, but why would a lead elixir that you drink do that? I don't know. I'll probably never even try it to find out. How's our health? 750 out of 793. That should be enough to survive a frenzy. Do this first. Closed. Okay. Reminiscent of Bonfire. But also, yes, this is where we want to go. So, the answer to why it is magic. I mean, that would be a reasonable reason. Gotta love those six-fingered hands.
Oh, Amidala, have mercy on the poor bastard.
Hi, Chen. Thanks for stopping by. Also, that is a very good uwu. Thank you, Chen. I do my best to be a good uwu. Also, it's back to class. Because we're in a lecture building. Hello. I see you.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know.
What? I don't know you crap.
You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
You don't seem trustworthy.
Are your feet as fat as your wits?
Don't talk about my
Ceaseless
wits.
Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves. Are your feet...
I don't trust your words. You laugh too much. People that are too happy are hiding things. Let's keep checking along the left side. Hey, this one. There's a whole lot of nothing. Some nice research equipment. Oh, I thought I heard something. Some sluggy lads. Some very sluggy lads. Lecture theater key. Yay. Okay, that also opens. So we gotta clear out this area. Any other ones that are gonna drop on us? Hey, we can be a student ourselves. Okay, looks like there's everything here. As far as I'm aware, I don't recall too much in the way of secret areas in Bloodborne, other than some specific, like, jumps and stuff. treasure. Checking. No. Red jelly. Very good. Those I'm just gonna sell, because those are chalice dungeons. It's that time of year again, and time to hit the books. Everyone will remember to bring their Night of Hunt book, or Hunting for Dummies. Sure hope they did. That's necessary for this PhD. Hey, this is where the key opened up. I see you guys are all ready for class. Everyone's ready for class. You have very long arms. This is frustrating to deal with you all. Too many. Gosh dang it. You have such long range. Yeesh. Why did I even come in here? This lecture is awful. You guys were all just snoozing before I got here. It's like you didn't even want to pay attention to what the teacher had to say. That guy was really snoozing. These guys don't even get up when I'm nearby. So this is, unless this door takes us somewhere, there's like no point to this. Aha! This would be what some would call a point. Also, I hope you don't mind me just rolling and log-egging through all of your research equipment. The auger. Time for defilement, and it's all thanks to cleansing. I think this may be like the key to our build. Put that off in favor of the auger. Partially summons Ebrietas. Remnant of the eldritch truth encountered at Bergenworth. Use phantasms, the invertebrates known to be augurs of the Great Ones, to partially summon abandoned Ebrietas. The initial encounter marked the start of an inquiry into the cosmos from within the old labyrinth and led to the establishment of the choir. So now we have this thing. This thing is very exciting to have. We finally have spells. And not one that's just make you faster. That my current one spell is. Or what was my current spell. And just double checking. That leads to there. And then that's all we have left is this corner before we go out the main hall. I see you. Knowledge. Hi, Lumberzak. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I think that's everything we can do. Well, I sure hope it was, because we left. Wow. Oh, good. And there's no way back. We just went through Dark Spooky Portal instead. We have 31,000. We need to use those. Also, you know what? I'm just gonna keep pressing on through here and not worry about going back and getting that rune. This is where things start getting weird. Yeah, a bit. Also, hi, Captain K. Thanks for stopping by. Even if it's just for a sec. I appreciate it. But from sucking butt in exam, oh no. Hopefully it was C grade of sucking butt or better. And hopefully you just, all honesty, hopefully you just did better than you think you did. Alright, first things first, we need to get our Tonatress. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna worry about anything else yet. But most importantly, we have our last one here. Fire attack up plus 8.4%. Oh no. Hopefully it's recoverable? Is it just that the new coursework is just not hitting home as great as you thought it would, or that it requires more study, or
Welcome. What? Very well.
okay. 3 levels up. Yep, we're just going hard in this arcane.
Farewell. May you.
And then we were in the Nightmare Front. Yes. Finding users classes get weird. Really just elevated stuff with like no personal interaction between professor and student because it's so much. Oof. So it's just getting the most intensive and not the greatest opportunities for reaching out for help. That's unfortunate. If you need more assistance, the professors should be able to help you more. I would hope. It's kind of what they get paid to do, is to teach you in class as well as, especially with college, out of class. So yeah. There should hopefully be some resources available to you to provide assistance. Also motivation, so that, yeah, that's also a thing that unfortunately happens to us. Oh, screen beast. Yeah, our Tonatress now does fire damage on top of our lightning damage. Do go get the help, but like I was more getting the class average scale is 54 equals C. Whoa, that's some heavy grade. I forget what even the word is. It's been so long. Kind of standard for the materials is kind of bonked. Yeah, curving. Yeah, that I remember in like only a couples. Uh-oh, well, I was hoping to have been able to kill you. That's gonna be a problem. Come over here. I need to finish what I started. There we go. The norm for your organic chemistry class. Oof. I do remember some of those classes. I think it was circuits for me in college because it was a circuits class that even mechanical engineers had to take. So like most people just didn't really try the hardest, as well as the teacher wasn't honestly the greatest at noticing that people weren't understanding well. Also, take care, Chen. Thanks for stopping by. When you're on undergrad, there's one test in Thermo 2 where the class average was something like a 41 with a pretty tight distribution, so it got like a B plus or an A minus when I got a 55. That feels like a problem. I mean, it's neat. It's neat in the fact that, hey, you didn't end up getting screwed over because everyone was not doing great, but that seems like you're not learning the material through either the teacher or through just the course in general. It doesn't seem like the material was properly taught. Gosh, also I remember this place being a mess to try to explore. Professor was one of the smartest people I've ever met, and also one of the worst teachers I've ever had. Oof. That's what I thought I felt about some of the teachers I had in college. Oh no, that's a really big scurrying beast. No. Oh, dang it. We're gonna have to reload this. We need these big scurrying beasts. Like badly. Because there were some teachers that I didn't think were that great at teaching, but then one of them ended up being my senior project, not leader, but just kind of the reference point for someone to help nearby outside of the company we were doing the project with. And he was super helpful then. But it didn't feel like he was anywhere near as helpful in the case of just our regular classwork. I think I'm actually gonna reload this. Actually, no, I'm gonna see if I can take down the bell. If anything. Oh, shoot. Well, this is our lives now. No, that's another scurrying beast. Don't. I got a beast to scurry with. Thank you. Thank you. Have those. Wow, that only takes one bullet. That's absurd. Rude. Aha, there's more of you. Stop it. Stop it. Haha. Ah. This feels really good though, to finally be able to deal with the hunters. Have some tentacles. I love this. I can now do things against the stinking hunters. Just given that. I forget what he's called. Is it Ultima? Is it Ultima from Final Fantasy VI? I don't remember his name. Ultros. Ultros. Fading away. Where is our bell wielder? Hello. I remembered you though. Also, I forgot that those guys can just decide to let off a giant shroud of electricity. Oh, that's not where we want to go. Okay, guy with big rock. Thanks. Okay, I think it's actually down here. Yes. I think it's up here is where our bell is. Yep. Hello! Okay, now we don't have to deal with the hunters. The bell-ringing woman has left and the sound of the sinister bell has ceased. Okay. Now we can calm down. The only thing that we need to remember is that we did miss that one scurrying beast. Missed the one scurrying beast towards the beginning of this area. So we just need to remember that if we die or teleport out of here or something. Okay, so we got two options. We got the lake, and we have where big old stony throw arms was. Let's see, how's the lake looking? Lake's looking good. Ah! Do not! There we go. There are some of those other big lads over here as well. That's not great. Gotta say, it's not great. Let's not do the lake yet. Let's see what's out or on the back. And we just gotta look for rocks. Need to... No! Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! Ugh. Okay, there's so many of you. At least I can deal with you quickly. Jeez. Does that go up all the way to you? Sure does. Oh, there's another one. Why can't you hit each other? If I remember correctly, those rocks stay active for a very long time. Yeah. Okay, we got two left to deal with. Oh, never mind. This guy, though, is just one of these. Ouch. Really got hit by a rock, though. Oh. Also, that's a little gap. Okay. Can you not? Okay, I think we're safe. Or not? I thought I saw another one. Okay, let's actually search the area now. Now that we're in the safe. A lot of lead elixirs. Also a lot of not so wonderful sounds. You've come to the right place. few safe areas behind the giant tombstones. Feels like there should have been, aha, something over here. Bolt papers are nice. They are nice if we can figure out what a secondary weapon we should have is. We have the saw cleaver. But other than that, we don't really have anything else that I think would scale well with what we have. Other than just, we would really need to rely on bolt and fire paper. Because we can't add it to the Tonitrus. The Tonitrus can charge itself with bolt whenever it feels like. So that's its one drawback. Oh no, I heard a scurrying beast. Get up there. Aha! Big scurrying beast. Nice. More twin bloodstone shards. Is excellent. Okay, so we got that. Also, we got this. I do remember that. So that's a shortcut. Shortcut to get us all the way back up here so we don't have to go through all that stuff again. What's up here? Anything? Nothing but messages here. Thanks for letting me know with a message that there's only messages here. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go back for that other scurrying beast. I think we might do that soon so that we can deposit everything we've got here. So we do have 23,000 already, which is a respectable amount. It's worth a couple levels up at least. Blood vials. That doesn't seem like a trap in the slightest. Oh, another one. This place is so full of them. This is just a drop down? No, there's a pathway. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything outside of the very noticeable trap area. With shiny gold trinkets leading to it. We aren't missing anything. There's a drop down here? I'm not sure. Well, let's drop down now. Looks like it also leads into a cave on the interior. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Ah, it leads up to you. So let's do that. Uh-oh. Nope. Well, this is the problem now. I didn't want to fall. Oh, it's so slow to run through this. I'm gonna get so poisoned. So very poisoned. Pass this way back. Would be to take this route. The one we opened for ourselves. I remember how to get up there. There. Also, this health recovery is so slow. Suppose it's intended to be. Yeah, it's like 3 health every 5 seconds. Oh, also there's just this path that leads to him. Hello. Well, dang it. Didn't want to have to follow you down here. Now we gotta go back. I needed to make sure he died. Now we have to run around again. Oh, this is the perfect time for that really slow health recovery to slowly inch my health back without using a profile. Hi, Riza. Are the roommates home? Is that why you're coming to say hi, Riza? Wait, I also didn't continue to check down here. Okay, so that's what we saw. This clockwise metamorphosis. This just falls down into the valley, which we don't want to deal with. Is that whole bunch of nonsense? Stunning beat. Ah, I see. Oh, let's go. Take care of all this. It's really nice to be using non-physical damage in this area. These things are incredibly resistant to physical damage, or at the very least like saw cleaver type physical damage. They take almost zero damage. All right, we're gonna have to just start eating some poison, as is our lot. Oof. And also try to avoid this nonsense. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh no. Screaming beast. No. Oh, we got him. thought he got out of there. That was wrong. Oh. It's too many of you. No, there's another scurrying beast, but where? Shoot! There's so many here. There's so many that I can't keep track of them all. Clear deep sea. Okay, we are getting so many runes. The scurrying beasts just drop weapon upgrade materials. So being able to kill them means I can upgrade my stuff, which is very nice. Alright, so this is where the last jerk is. Okay. So the last search through the poison. Ah. Gold flowers. Ah. I do not want to be heavy poisoned. Thank you very much. You only have 5 antidotes left. At least until we return. So we need to manage these a lot better. Also, that's by far the fastest movement. I think we're just going to have to search this valley. For better or worse. Let's let this poison die down quick. Also, again, we're getting pretty high amount of souls of blood echoes. I mean, start taking that into consideration. Rude. Oh, you're not dead. Probably should have saw that. We're just kind of have to let poison happen a little bit. No, that's a scurrying beast. Dang it. Dang. Okay, I think we will maybe take another track through this entire area. We'll see. Honestly, at this point, I don't think it's worth it because we're due to have to just run through everything again. Which would be quite annoying. Oh, come on. You can drop something, put it up there. No, that's a big one though. And a bunch of small ones. Dang it. Well, the small ones don't give me the best equipment. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be going through this entire area again just to try. No! Heal! 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 I wasn't expecting that much of a dive attack from them. No. Stop. Stop! Maybe we should have just given him a roasty toasty. Ooh, oh no. No, we can't afford this. No. Okay, well, we're gonna have to really hurry now because we are on a very tight health budget. Oh, messenger's gift. I hope that gift was worth it. What was that? What is the messenger's gift? Strange gift from the messengers and inhabitants of the dream who revere the brave hunters. Used to envelop oneself in a black nightmarish mist, then transform into a messenger. The illusion is a parlor trick, and any large movement will break the spell. To preserve, the guys proceed very slowly. So we can now hide disguised as a messenger. That seems not worth all this. Gave your copy of Bloodborne to your youngest sister. Hope she's enjoying it. Game does get a little trying at some point. Yeah. Especially if you're stubborn and not knowing that some areas are you should not tackle at sometimes. Okay, well, this is just a problem. Just gonna have to go back. Oh. We just gotta mark. It's just, I can't keep wasting all my antidotes. I need to go back to the Hunter's Dream, purchase a bunch of supplies, because that last little trip took like all of our supplies from us. Yeah, we have no blood vials. I think everything else is maxed out. What were some of these other blood gems that we've been picking up? Ooh, wow, what? That seems really powerful. 2645. Physical attack plus 12.6. Attacks versus foes. Up? What? Attack versus foes? You mean all enemies? Sure. Then we want to keep the fire attack because we want to have that amplified. Sure. She's been slowly getting into gaming over the past couple of years, and it seems she would really enjoy it. Though being so invested in games into years gets to have some issues with knowing when to tackle challenges at other points. Yeah, that's in general. Souls teaches that pretty well. The real question is, do we want to actually try and start doing some of these bigger upgrades? And I'm thinking no. I don't think I'm really sold on any of these other things that we got with us at the moment. So we are going blood vials. Let's get 10. We have enough antidotes. Just spend the rest on levels.
Welcome. Very well, Ned.
Wanna... I suppose we can up some vitality so we can take some more hits. We only need 12k. Only need 12k. So let's see if we can't just use some of these. 2400. So only 2 of these. Nah, just one of these, right? Yes. Perfect.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Hundreds of hours in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 gets you certain knowledge with how From Software does their stuff. And all the jank too. Yes. Especially with 1 and 2. There is a large amount of jank in those games. Yeah, these are still such significant HP increases.
Farewell, good mate.
We have enough echoes. We can just buy 1 more vial. Okay, so dang it. I know where the trap takes you, and the trap takes you right to where we were in the middle of that poison valley. Gosh dang it. You like 2 more than 3? That is definitely in the minority. I certainly would not say that. I think Dark Souls 2 is one of the weakest entries, but that's just my perspective on it. Everyone is always entitled to their own perspective and opinions. But yeah, it is not a common opinion. I will say that. No, don't. You could actually get into it. Yeah, I don't know. At the time, I remembered really loving Dark Souls 2. But as time's gone by, it just kind of feels forgettable to me. As well as, yeah, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it holds up over time. Also, another one? I mean, I'll keep taking all of these, but so many. But the one thing that I know stood out really well with Dark Souls 2 was the DLC. The main game, I think, is pretty forgettable. Oh, really? You're gonna kick me down already? That's not what I wanted. But I remember the DLC actually being pretty fantastic. With the various puzzles and stuff that you had to deal with. Yeah. And I don't know. I think Dark Souls 3 is my favorite of the Dark Souls games. Just because it feels like the culmination of everything From Software had learned from no, go down. It's what it that's what it felt like to me. That it was the culmination of everything that From Software had learned in Dark Souls 3. But that, again, always perspectives. Jeez, there's so many that I missed. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back and do all of these. I'm just gonna do the necessary ones. Also, I'm trying to speed back through this stuff that I've already done. Okay, now that we've been kicked off, should be able to pick up that item. Also, this guy's just attacking nothing. It's fine. Got more into Dark Souls 2 since that was my first intro to the series. Then I ran it back through Dark Souls 1. That definitely is a way that changed perspective. Then Dark Souls 3 came out. I got really bored because I felt like it was the Souls game that had the least freedom to make your own builds. That I could imagine. I know magic is not the greatest option in Dark Souls 3, and I've not really played around with the cleric builds either. That I could understand, because Dark Souls 2, I don't know, Dark Souls 2 was also kind of broken. In that sense, because in Dark Souls 2, before a patch came out, if you played it like near launch, if you went cleric route, you were unstoppable. Your lightning bolts that you could hurl out did so much damage. It was so broken. Yeah, it was pretty absurd near launch with those. Poison. Yeah. But yeah, it did in that sense feel like there are a lot more options available versus Dark Souls 3 feels more tailored for more active combat styles. Oh. Don't frenzy me already. I just got hit by one spike. I just got hit by one spike. We're just gonna keep reading this for a bit while my health slowly regens from my health regen ticks. The themes and areas in Dark Souls 2. I don't know. I think a lot of the Dark Souls 2 areas also felt not that interesting. But again, perspectives. Dark Souls 3 had the best fighting mechanics, some of the most gorgeous designs with the culminating all the other Souls. But I liked it as to stat distributions for more builds. Yeah. Played through Dark Souls 2 with your best friend on launch. He 5-shotted the final boss. I remember how busted it was. Yeah. As well, that was another thing with Dark Souls 2. What was the final boss? It was Nishandra, but she was a joke. Like, that's all she really does is curse you a lot, which you can kind of just tank. Like, so many of the bosses are just like, oh, okay. Dragon Rider is a joke. Old Dragon Slayer is just Ornstein. Like, a lot of the bosses I'm just like, whatever. Like, yeah, I can't forget the boss fight Twin Dragon Riders, where you fight 2 of them. True final boss of Dark Souls 2 without the DLC, the Belfry areas. Yeah, kind of just getting through it, especially if you were playing online, playing against all the other players. Fume Knight's tough. Fume Knight was very difficult in the DLC. Although I think the Poison Dragon fight was also pretty difficult if memory serves, but I've only played through the DLCs once. Oh yeah, Fume Knight was a good fight though. Like, it was a tough fight, but I remember it being a good fight. But yeah, DLC wise, I think that that aspect I really enjoyed Dark Souls 2. We're just gonna have to go in. Didn't like Royal Rat Authority. That was frustrating. Wait, no, it wasn't Authority. Authority was the big rat with the 4 ad rats. Where if you didn't kill the ads before the fight began, it was a clusterfuck. Or it could be the one. It's the giant rat dog. Okay. Yeah, that one was just stupid. As well as the other one, which is just a bunch of rats and one with a mohawk. Sucks. Yep, we're just gonna have to take that frenzy hit. I don't think we really have anything on us that can deal with frenzy. Also, I think that leads to death. Hitbox is real janky. That too. Like, yeah, like, thinking back through it all, I'm just like, it's such a strange game. Such a very strange game. And then when the Scholar of Sin update happened, it became a stranger game. Because it rearranged. Oh my god, that was actually Bloodstone chunks. It rearranged like the entire enemy layout of the game, and sometimes it just felt cruel for the necessity of being cruel with the new layout. It didn't feel like everything was fully intentional like it had been before. And that's a fall down into poison. I don't want to go in there. Also, hi, Di. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, that's you do live in the strange time zone that's 30 minutes off. Dark Souls 1 is king though, that we can all agree on. I wouldn't agree with that. Dark Souls 1 at the time and place that it was just fantastic and such a game-changing thing. But mechanics wise, it is so janky, just so very janky. It is so strange to, after having played like Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, to go back to Dark Souls 1. It is, whew, it is clunky, it's janky, it's strange. So it's going well so far. I don't think we've died. Yeah, we've died. We died to Bagman to the beginning, but that's fine. We were just being stupid. But we've been making progress. Almost done with this nightmare section. Stream lag. Streamlabs not yelling at me for anything, so it may be on your end. I got 39 dropped frames, but that's it. Not anything noticeable. That's why you like it so much. It was so weird and bizarre for that over a clean, polished game that doesn't do much different, which is why Dark Souls 3 isn't too high. That's an understandable perspective. It's not one I agree with, but it is an understandable perspective. Because sometimes once it gets to, especially because Dark Souls 1 and 2 could be so weird and strange in their own right, to have something that feels like it's everything just polished to a fine finish. I enjoy that. That's why, like, even though Pokemon doesn't really change that much with every iteration, just even those minor changes to make the experience better just feel like vast improvements. But then again, that might just be because the series is so freaking long running at this point. Oh, thank you, more gold piles. I really need those. No, gosh dang it. Ugh, jerk. Like that. Why did... Speaking of weird attack queuing, I got hit, so I was spamming dodges for a while, and my character decided to attack instead. That was just weird. So safe with a lot of its mechanic design that I put Dark Souls 1 over it, Jake and all. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I understand that perspective. It's not the perspective I have, but yep, that makes sense. That is a reason to enjoy those games more. This felt too much like Dark Souls 1, the polished version to you. Yeah, I can yeah, that's I can for sure get that sentiment. Because there is a lot of... There is, like, a vast amount of callback and reference to Dark Souls 1 in Dark Souls 3. Like, it is quite extensive, the amount of similar stuff. Poison. Okay, so we got one thing sitting over there. No, dang it. That's fine. That's fine. Shouldn't need that. I accidentally closed a window, but it's fine. corner. This. Poison drain some more. So we got that one item in the corner. Sounds like we have more of our stinking frenzy witches out over there. Knowledge. Good. That's right. Fire doesn't really do a whole lot against them. I think we're just gonna have to plow on through. Yep, there you are. Luckily we can kill you fast, but it's gonna frenzy me. These caves are mean. Why are there so many caves? Stinking underground nightmare front thing. Oh no, no, don't. Come on, just hit it. I need to keep moving. Kin cold blood. Neat. Tired of just eating this poison. Dang it, you're not dead? There, jeez. Ah, what a mess. What a mess. I understand the victor lap mentality, but it felt a bit too much. One of the things I really enjoyed about Dark Souls 2 is that it had a lot of weird and unique things in it, things that are similar but different enough. Dark Souls 2 really feels like what would happen if you put a cycle on for 10,000 years. Parts are half remembered, things that are important aren't anymore. It's just all weird and messy, doesn't flow, and I love that so much. It's a weird and messy and it doesn't flow, which is why I don't like it so much. Straight up alternate perspectives there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I've just dragged on too much with it. Some of us are weird and like polish and finish games for some reason. Like there, I like in a sense that's how I feel about Final Fantasy VIII. Like recently, not recently, like sometime last year, I went through and finally played through all Final Fantasy VIII. I've seen speedruns and stuff of Final Fantasy VIII, but I finally played it myself. It's so broken. It's so janky. But I loved it. Like, I honestly think I enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII more than the many times I've tried to beat Final Fantasy VII. And it's so jank and so weird, but it had some weird charm to it that really made me enjoy playing through it. It's so strange. We should probably just fold. It's pretty decent. Then you get to the part where you go into space. Yeah. It gets really weird. Like super weird. Yeah, we're just gonna go back to the lantern. We need to buy some more vials. 'Cause we are out. But we're basically done with this area. We don't really have to search anything anymore. We just got the boss. But like the game, the systems itself, the fact that you like attach magic onto your stats and everything is a super interesting system. The way they implemented it with the draw system feels really bad because if you're new to it, your first thing is to be like, oh, I'm just gonna farm these magics to get a bunch so that it increases my stats a ton. Which you can do, that's for sure. It's just not gonna be as useful as just playing through the game. As well as the fact that the game has like no real benefit to getting a high level. Because the game's enemies level up with you.
Welcome.
Like, not to proportional scale, but they do level up alongside you. So it's like levels are weirdly unimportant.
Very well, let me.
As well as you can very weirdly break the game very early on, which was something I kind of figured out on this latest playthrough. That I basically stumbled upon what the speedrun strats are for Final Fantasy VIII, which is there's some fish on the opening shore that drop fish fins or something equivalent to that when you kill them. And then one of Shiva's guardian, or I forget what they're called, Aeon or just summon abilities, is to convert like monster parts into magic that you can use, and those fish fins turn into waterga. At that early stage in the game, getting 99 waterga basically turns whoever you put it into, if you attach it onto strength, just a god. You will one-shot everything.
Very well, let.
Like, I literally, like, throughout the entire first disc, I was just one-shotting everything. Felt very empowering, but very broken. So very broken. That's all we can do. We can't fortify. Yeah, we only got 2 bloodstone chunks. Dang it. One of the other favorite things of Dark Souls is life gems. I hated life gems. So tiny and fun to crunch in your hands. I also liked having 2 types of healing. It was just a nice little thing. I used to play with my friends and I'd call the life gem crunch berries. That is another just straight up complete difference in opinions. I hated the life gems. It's neat to have another form of healing, but it kind of breaks everything. Because it's just like, you're not really making any risk reward because the game gives you life gems out like candy, where you can just like why make any interesting decisions when you can kind of just keep rushing through everything? I just prefer the Estes system on its own. Like out of all the people I watched play the game, the idea that you have to come to terms that the plot follows the story of child soldiers fighting child soldiers and the story of an escapee from an indentured servitude was really cool. Gameplay was okay, but Squall sucked. And then what I said. Yeah, Squall is also just kind of meh. Though I hear that, or I heard that that's also from the localization. In part. Like, he wasn't supposed to be, like, so uncaring about everything in the universe. He actually had more to him than that. But, I don't know, something apparently got lost in localization. Played all from soft games for their art, story, themes, rather than the challenge of play mode. Yeah, that is also a very different thing for me. I definitely play for mechanics more than anything, and I've enjoyed the way these games handle their difficulty. I also had a really weird introduction to the series since I started with Demon Souls. I started with Demon Souls. My roommate in college when we first got there had it. He got it based off the trailer, which is nothing at all like what the actual game is. Oh, nice. Got another Fireblood gemstone. And then he said it was just too stinking hard, and then he saw that I was actually pretty decent at video games, so he's like, why don't you try this out? So I played it for a bit, and I was like, yeah, it was pretty tough, but I was actually kind of getting into it a little bit, and then I don't know, I just kind of dropped it. And then I think maybe I gave it a second go at some point. Yeah, I gave it a second go at some point, and then again I got decently far, and then I think I just dropped it or something. And then my roommate sold it. And then eventually, like a year later, I was just like, I don't know why, but I want to finish Demon Souls. So I ended up buying a copy of it, and finally playing it through all the way. And then it feels like I finally, I don't know, it just stuck in my head that the way the game handled itself and its difficulty and its mechanics really stuck with me over the long run, and continues to, because I still absolutely love From Software's work. Mana flask and spitting health and mana. I think if the game were balanced better towards making magic more powerful, I think that would have been a much better trade-off if you were playing single player. Because kind of the whole thing with magic is that you can kind of play safe from a distance. So making it so that in order to continue to use a bunch of magic means you don't have you have a less amount of heals, makes it to me a pretty interesting balancing choice of how many spells do you want to use, especially for like a boss, or do you want potentially more heals if you think you're going to be taking more damage for that situation. I think that's an interesting choice. If only magic wasn't so like incredibly weak in the game, then I think it would have been a bit better. Put such a high demand for stats on magic that it was not worth it. Yeah, I know, I remember that of magic in general. The magics were typically high requirement, like 40 or 50 for like some of the later game spells. They just hit my nerves too much if they're too hard. I always play with friends and farm the hell out of the games. That, yeah, yep, that one is just a completely different way of how we play games. Because, like, on my first playthrough of any From Software games, I refuse to get help. I refuse to summon other people. I want to defeat the challenge that's been set before me because it feels like this is a challenge that was designed to be beaten. It is difficult, but it is designed to be beaten. So, I don't know. Maybe it's also me being a bit stubborn. Alright. Let's go fight a thing. Let's see how well this goes. Get all up in there. I need some stamina. Oh. Oh. I don't remember how to properly fight this. No. Gosh dang it. Why does it feel so slow to recover it sometimes? Oh, come on. No, don't shake your goop. Ah, the goop. Gosh dang it. Ah, I can't, like, seem to really do a whole lot. There's the goop. Ah. Oh, I'm dead. Not dead somehow. No. Get a big hit in. Why is my stamina so slow to recover right now? Uh oh, that's a problem. Ugh. Ugh. Gosh dang it. Just hit. Just hit. There we go. Such a mess of a fight. It's so difficult to manage, mostly because there's like no good place to target Amygdala. He's so big and he just hovers over everything you do. The best place to hit him for damage is in the arms, but his arms are floating right above your normal reaching range. We're just gonna have to keep using up like all of these. I think that should be enough for 2 levels up. Then we can buy more blood vessels.
Welcome. What is? Very well. Let.
Okay, 25 health should be enough for a while. We can work with this. Sure, we'll just dump it on. Because we shouldn't have picked up really anything else that should be of much significance. Fire papers? No. Oh, we can buy Henrik's stuff. If we want. Actually, we're doing pretty well on stuff here. Let's Blood Gem Fortify. Let's see if we can't beat Parl. If we can find some good stuff. The heck do I even... Oh, I have that on. Okay, that should be fine. We can attempt Parl. Let's purchase some fire paper. Couple. Fire paper. Beast blood. Saw spear. We want lightning resistance. Oops. 10. 50 is kind of what we're working with. Range 60 seems max. Yeah, that should work. Not the greatest fashion board, but we can give it a shot. No, we need to go to Hypogene. Gale. I do have very high discovery. Arcane boosts the hell out of your discovery. We'll see how well this goes. Probably won't go well at all, but we can attempt it. We are quite a few levels up since last we attempted this. So we should hopefully be able to survive quite a few more hits. Just based on our defensive stat increase. As well as we can try and yeet a bunch of Molotovs in there. No, that's gonna hit. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, where did my stamina go? Stamina's being very slow to recover. Oh. Come on, give me a... Oh. Ugh. No. No. Ugh. No. Damn it. We can do it. Still hard, but we can do it. It's another one. This is where one of the downsides of Bloodborne comes in, is with these super large bosses, there's not really anywhere you can lock on that feels appropriate. Because it feels like it really messes with your camera, especially when like the safest place to be is right underneath them, except for when they do the big old lightning charge. So it makes like camera management part of the boss fight, which doesn't feel great. Also, hi Faz, thanks for stopping by. Then I beat it first try. Parl can be difficult, or can be easy under certain circumstances, but can also be a colossal pain in the butt. Like as of right now. No. No. Oh, I'm dead. How? Oh. So, invincibility frames even work then. Okay. Oh, there we go. What? Why didn't that work? That's better. What? Ugh. Dang it. Break that left arm. Thank you. No. Hit the head. Thank you. Get... No! You're supposed to do the big smack. Come on. Oh, lucky. No. Come on. That felt like that should have had it. I don't know why it didn't give me the critical hit. Now we're working with no stinking blood vials. Screw it. We're going lightning against lightning. We converted some of this weapon's damage to fire, so why not? Oh, you kidding me? Well, now this is basically a throwaway fight. We're not healing for this. We have 3 blood vials. Not wasting it now. Prepare to die immediately. Now you give me the visceral. You give me the visceral when I'm not trying. Good. Good, 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 good. Let's try for extra realsies this time. Also, maybe I should invest more in some endurance. Go away! Why are you chasing me so far? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we're dead. Not if we just decide to. Okay, it's actually kind of generous. Oh, come on. Trying to see how far I could get without even a heal that a full health fight. Think we can do it. I just need to try and figure out better ways to manage around, like, dealing with the broken limbs. Although I'm pretty sure I'm doing a significant bit of more damage with this Tonitrus, even though it's lightning damage. Just because I have the fire gem on it means it's doing more. Maybe it's better. God, it's so awkward. Weapon at risk? What? Does... Doing decently well enough. Oh, rolled way too soon. I don't know why it's so close to breaking, though. I mean, we haven't really attempted to heal it. Gosh dang it, I wish I had more fire papers. Suppose we should try. Yeah, I just rolled way too soon on the big electricity. But yeah, it's actually pretty generous timing window for rolling through the electric blast. It's a good thing we have some of these. Feels like a waste, but like I think that was like almost completely broken. I don't think I've ever really gotten a weapon to a point where it's like weapon at risk. Okay, we got 9 blood vessels to work with. I'm assuming every single time you try to charge the Tonitrus with the extra electric boost, it causes it to take damage. That would make sense in line with some other Dark Souls type special abilities for weapons that feel like they're free, but it actually drastically reduces the weapon durability, which honestly feels like the only time the weapon durability matters. Okay. Feeling it. Feeling it. Oh, that was way too late. Oh, what? It's too early? I'm wasting too many healths here. Oh, come on. No. Stay right there, you jerk. Hi. Spark Hunter badge. Cheap shot. Just toss some Molotovs. I have an arcane build. Any fire or lightning damage is the best thing in the world to me. Have to be really bad at this game to question have durability, man. No, it's just for the most part, like, it doesn't feel like it has much of an impact, and like it gives you an option to repair, and it's not that expensive to repair. So a lot of the times, most people, or at least from my perspective, whenever I go back to either upgrade or anything, I just repair everything right away because it doesn't cost a lot. But like it normally takes such a long time for it to even particularly matter. Is that 68? Is like nothing the later you get on into the game.
Welcome. What is very well let
Okay. Just keep bumping up that arcane. Okay. This clears out. So we only have right of the Grand Cathedral and the forest below. I mean, and technically the DLC we could go do, but DLC is really hard. DLC is like very super late game stuff in terms of difficulty. All right. Finally making more progress. More progress in more prominent areas of the game. Ugh. Already fast. Ah, whoops. Wasn't paying attention. Thanks so much for hanging. Have yourself a good sleep. Eyeballs. I need to remember to sell all these Chalice Dungeon items. We are not gonna be using them this run. It is not worth it. I hate this area of the game. It's because it can be so messy. What I'm honestly on the lookout for the most is these guys. There are so many riflemen here. This area is so dangerous. Especially your first time going through this area. Because that's all you see is like some of those scythe beasts and the dogs. Whereas all these riflemen are just hanging out on the edges where you can hardly see them. Just completely wrecking you from the sidelines. Bone Marrow Ash if you wanted to do a Blood Tinge type build. Though I still don't really know how you would properly manage a Blood Tinge type build. Where is our auger? We will make good use of the auger. Rifle. Blood Tinge and Dex. I think I went for Dex my first playthrough. But outside of that, yeah, I don't think I really ended up doing anything with Blood Tinge. Just because, I don't know, it felt like your weapons were not really intended as an actual damage source. Use the rapier. That I also didn't mess around with. There were a lot of weapons I barely touched. I may have like done 2 swords with, and I'm just like, okay, never mind. Oh, that's right. I think Evelyn was supposed to be the really powerful sidearm that you could actually do decent chunks of damage with just firing bullets. But most of the other weapons in the game don't feel like they're intended for damage at all. They're mostly counter tools. Jesus Christ. Oh, hi. Can be fun, but also a real pain. Like, the only thing I did Blood Tinge related, and it wasn't even really Blood Tinge related. But I remember my first playthrough, like, I had the shotgun for counters, but then I also had the cannon. You power up that cannon, you put on some of that bone ash stuff, and like on some bosses you can end up doing like 1,000 damage with one cannon shot. It's a really good way to just like close out a fight when you're just like done with the boss's nonsense. Just be like, run away to the back and just fire a couple of cannon shots. I actually never played around with the Gatling. It seemed really interesting. I just never messed around with it. But yeah, I would basically like, I think that's how I ended up finishing up Ebrietas. Because I remember having a ton of trouble on Ebrietas. And in the end, like, I got her super low, and then I just ran to the back, popped that bone marrow ash or whatever the heck it's called to power up your gunshots. Just launched a couple cannon shots from afar. Also, yeah, Ebrietas is very rude. Really? Wow. I should probably stop charging this thing up so much in these weaker areas. Could you? I just want to pick up the thing, not read the note. Thank you. Aha! Did you not? Fire! I remember Ebrietas being much more manageable my second playthrough. But my first playthrough, yeah, I was having a very rough go of it. Excuse me. Yeah-huh. Is that it? Very good. This shortcut. I don't remember that noise at all. Also, hi, Chemist. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, some twin blood. Have you gotten good yet? We finally beat Dark Beast Parl. Took way too many times, but we finally beat him. Let's kill you for your problem. Ah! Those Molotovs. Ah! Really? Oh, this is going well. Gosh dang it! What did you hear the most is that she does a lot of damage, but it was that you can't dodge her charge, and the only way to get bodied by it is to run into her and eat the damage. I don't remember a whole lot about the charge from her. That might be because, like, the best strategy against her is to get stuck between her two tails and just kind of hang out in between them. Because she ends up just doing a lot of rotating, and you can kind of do a lot of just smash damage. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of stuff with Ebrietas that it feels very difficult to dodge. Kind of like the same thing with Mechanalyst when he does the galaxy spell or whatever the heck it's called. Clasps his hands together and launches stars at you. That spell is basically an insta kill if you get hit by it, and it's like feels incredibly difficult to find a way to dodge. He's more of a puzzle fight, to be honest, but those spells can be pretty stinking brutal. It's yeah, like some of the spells in this game, like the ones that Ebrietas does and the ones that Mechanalyst does, feel way too powerful. Like their capability to fill the entire screen with stuff that you don't really know how to dodge it, as well as it basically one-shotting you, feels bad a lot of the time. Rude. Are you? It's the first time I've ever really been hit that bad by a crow. Oh, those are more crows. Could you just get hit? And I really wish I would get a lot more in the way of blood vial drops. Oh. I thought the elevator went down, not up. Oh well. Just the semantics of the game that requires you to be skilled at avoiding damage. Forges. That was a lot of bosses is kind of dumb. Yeah, it's it's game's not perfect. Rude. Wow, extra rude. Oh, another one of you? Yeah, it's better. Ow. Lost some health. Could you... Not with the Molotovs? The Molotovs are my thing. Not your thing. Bad dog. Wow, those things drop twin bloodstone shards? That's pretty ridiculous. I'm getting at a point where I should probably upgrade another weapon. So we're assuming because it took looking up how to beat her and eating too many of those charges and still finding it tough to stay on her because she likes to fly around and push you a lot kind of got me jaded. Yeah, she can be a very big bully. Scurrying beast. Really? Sweet. We're getting a lot of upgrade material, which is fantastic. Also, a bunch of bloodshot eyeballs that I'm never going to use. Does this lead anywhere? Sure does. Oh no! I remembered somewhere in like a barn like this, there was someone hiding behind a corner somewhere. That is in fact where it was. Bad man sound. So yeah, we'll see how it goes once I actually get to Ebrietas. I mean, I have the Tonitrus and I'm maxing Arcane, so the amount of lightning damage I should be able to put out should be extreme. Which should do very well. This fire works against beasts. Lightning works against aliens. Or slugs, or anything cosmic in origin. Also, this place is giving me very low tier blood piles. Well, are you gonna get over here? Thank you. Lightning damage is loaded in this game. Can be quite powerful. Oh, there's more. Oh, how about some of this? Oh, it can even work as a counter against the heavier enemies. That's pretty absurd. Thank you, Augur. I love you. I need to start using the Augur more. Maybe I should just put on our flame sprayer and just use our Augur for counters, I guess. No. Really? Ah, get off. Ah, get. Yeah, because I never messed around with arcane builds, I was never one to ever really use it. Okay, well, are you kidding me? You know how much trouble these guys got me early on? And the fact that I can just do that and they just die. Makes me kind of angry. Those guys gave me so much trouble my first playthrough. Even though I'm taking a big hits from them, I can just use one auger and they die. And it only takes up one bullet to use auger. Feels absurd to me. Ah, dogs. Oh, there's more. Go away. Also, I'm getting so many more items thanks to Arcane's a boost to item discovery. That's why, like, some of the weird combinations of things that stats give you can give way to some interesting builds for better or worse. Because honestly, my favorite Dark Souls 3 playthrough was playing as a luck build. Because luck has an interesting effect where it increases how quickly you apply status effects to enemies. So you get the Grave Warden's Twin Blades, which have an innate blood effect on them. Then you get the, I forget what it's called, but there's a weapon thing you can put on your weapons to give them additional blood stuff. And you can just stack bleed so fast because the Twin Blades hit twice with every swing. So it counts, it stacks up the bleed twice on every hit as well. So it's just absurd how quickly you can stack bleed. Oh. Oh. Been killed too many times by luck builds. Yeah, I could imagine it being a frustrating one to play against for sure. Could you not? With these Molotovs? Could you not? Ah! Sweet. I'm getting so many of those twin bloodstone shards. Okay. If I remember correctly. Yes. Time for a weird boss. Alright, where are you? Where are you? There you are. Where are you? There you are. Oh, what? I don't remember that. Oh, I saw it. Not done yet. There we go. And they should all die? Yes, no? There they go. It's basically a puzzle boss, I guess. Gimmick boss, yeah, that seems more appropriate. Where they summon the scythe wielding, or not scythe, the sickle wielding monsters. You think you're just fighting them, and then you find out about one witch that's invisible, and then it teleports away, and you gotta track it down again. And then the fight's not over once that's done. Turns out there's a second witch. And this should be a rune workshop tool. Which means means we can now attach our runes onto our body. And get a bunch of levels up. And now that's all we got is the big old forest. If you go into the boss with 0 insight, the sickle dudes don't spawn. I did not do that. There are a lot of really interesting things that they do with insight in this game, and it's quite fascinating. It is a very unique and interesting mechanic that they work with in insight. Okay, so we got 3 that we can do. What do we got here? So resistance plus 100 onto everything, rapid poison and slow poison. Probably should have had the tool for when we were when we were running around the poison swamp. Gotta get those eyes on the inside. Indeed. Physical damage and fire damage reduction, slow poison, all types of resistance. More echoes from slain enemies, yes please. Max HP, vials held. More blood echoes from visceral attacks. We won't need. Let's increase our a miracle of sound called 1,000 Lives. I feel like I've heard heard of Miracle of Sound before, but I don't think I've actually really heard any of their songs. But I could be completely wrong in that. We'll just boost our resistances. There's a lot of video game songs. Ah, so maybe I have heard a lot more than I thought, because I've watched quite a few of Vati videos. Files held up. Max HP. I think we'll just do all resistances. Yeah, that should actually be very helpful. These things would have been very helpful when I was doing all that crap in the night. These, we do have more Fireblood gemstones. These are all physical. That's the best Fireblood gemstone we have. Anything else that seems like it would be a good fit? Really. Blood gem, regular fortify. Yeah, we do need one more stone chunk if we want to upgrade the Tonitrus some more. We have enough to fully upgrade something with twin bloodstone shards. But I just don't think I want to at the moment. I think I want to save it just in case there's any other type of weapon we want to potentially use in the future. Because I don't really feel like I'm using a flamethrower to any reasonable degree. So maybe I should just take that off, like have no gun. Just walk around with a closed fist. And just use auger instead. Even though auger has more wind-up time, it has significantly more knockback.
Welcome. What is very well lit.
All arcane, baby.
Farewell. May
Their downside of just carrying a gun. I think in general, the less things you have equipped, the faster your stamina regens. Was a hidden mechanic that I think I saw a video on. If memory serves. Same with the little hand lantern that you can get. That also slows down how quickly your stamina regens. one blood vial. Jeez, they're so expensive. Is there anything? It's like, again, none of these really scale with arcane at all. Stake driver. Stake driver is fun. Ludwig's Holy Blade is what I used my entire first playthrough. I think I ended up using only Saw Cleaver my second playthrough. I don't think there's anything really I want to purchase. So I guess we'll just kind of deal with what we got. That then covers everything there. Because we can't go up to the choir yet. We need a key to get up there. Where's the wheel? We haven't gotten there yet. I think it's just Forbidden Woods. Yeah, I think it's just Forbidden Woods. So let's go have fun with that. Forbidden Woods can be a mess. I remember having so many troubles here. Also, if you're not a fan of snakes, not going to be one of your favorite places. Rude. Clan blood. I need some chunks. Chunks are honestly what I'm looking out for really hard right now. My God. Just so absurd. I've had all of my difficulties on other playthroughs of this game are just feeling so undeserved now that I'm using the auger. It's so strong. Oh, there was the freaking oil and... Could you get out of here? Oh, why did you drop your guard, you fool? Stop with the oil. Oh, you're still alive. Well, I mean, Madnar, your statement is way too true for this universe. Is way too true. There ever is another Bloodborne that lets you go full beast. I wish the beast meter in general made more sense in the game. Learning what you can do to build it up and stuff like that, as well as it was more easier to get it to go full, because you actually do become beast-like if you do end up maxing it out. I think if you have like one of the DLC weapons though. Like, it can be super interesting, but it feels like a bit underutilized. Why not consume the flesh of the old ones to better align yourself with the truth of the universe? Exactly. Also, yeah, I think I remember hearing that from speedrun descriptions. That it increases how much damage you do, but it also increases how much damage you take. Beast claws and ruin the beast you get in Lawrence Steel Sea. Yeah. That's the closest you can get, and it feels very specific. Hey, some beast blood. I'm trying to remember what's the best way to go. Or I mean, like, what's the proper way to go and how to avoid going the proper way by going to every feasible side path you can. That's how you play Dark Souls. I forget where. There it is. There's a little switch underneath that wood pile. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? Dang it, I'm too wary of potentially missing things. Oh. Well, we're here now. Excuse me. Gentle peeps. Hello. Oh, no. Could you not Molotov? You're too evenly matched. Get some. No! I don't remember ever falling down here. Get out of here, stinking crows. I don't think I've ever fallen down here. And they just literally dug a hole in the ground as a trap. Threw some crows in it. I should have been able to dodge that one. I was stuck on a thing. Excuse me. Rifleman, I'm glad you were very kindly waiting for me. But I can't deal with it. Some pungent blood. I'm curious if pungent blood works on the inside. Oh! No stab. Why you were trying to stab me with a sickle? Sickle? I will never know. Okay. Oh, okay. And then this is exactly where we were. And then we can go up to the side, or we could have gone directly. Got it. Files. This is where I dropped it down. More pungent blood cocktail. Side. Of course it doesn't. And I think that's the way we're supposed to go. Hello. Or not. Seeing as how they accidentally threw fire at the beast that was in there, because that's a river of oil. Because who decides to make a river of oil? They do. Treat safe place with care. Lots and lots of beast blood bullets here. It's the stuff I like to see. Okay, and then we can go up to the side here. Let's not deal with the river of oil quite yet. Oh, also at some point in time we need to check back in with the guy at the very beginning of the game. But I think that's after we do ROM. If memory serves. Must accept tonsil.
Would you stop?
But I already did.
Every peep you make brings us bad luck. I have it bad enough already. Please, just leave a port.
But I want to help. I
Please.
guess you don't want help. Fine. I am not willing to work with doggos in cajos. 'Cause I expect the worst. Also, isn't there like a path somewhere behind here? Pretty sure there is. Yes. Back here. Let's finish clearing out this area and getting more stuff completed here before diving on into there. Because I remember that being a bit of a pain point, but also a complete leading into some side stuff. Wow. Good crow dodging. Also, I don't remember a ladder. Actually, yes, I do. If this leads out to kind of everywhere else. Good crows. Good crows. By good crows, I mean it's just ones that didn't hurt me. The White Church. Ah! Bad. Bad, 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 bad. No. Can be a doctor now. I mean, I already had the black set. No. Stop it. I mean, I thought you were already dead, but I mean, I'll take the extra visceral. Bloodstone. Also, chemist, you're just having a secondary slurp, sip. I can't speak. Ooh, that's another spell. Forbidden Hunter tools made by Irreverent Izzy. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beast, if only for a moment, to blast surrounding foes back with the force of a roaring beast. Hey, thank you for the host, chemist. The indescribable sound is broadcast with the caster's own vocal cords, which begs the question, what terrible things lurk within the frames of men? Black Minister were more when you were too far gone. I think the White Ministers were still trying to save people. Ah. I mean, we can put it on and test out some beast roars. Would you like to hear my new song? It's good, right? Some elixirs. Let's see. I got the beast roar. And what? It's just over here is the next regular area to attend to? I think. There's still the side area that we can go to if we desire. Could you not with all these Molotovs? Rude. Hi, Crisis. Thanks for stopping by. H. The most succinct of hellos. H. As far as I remember, there's only maybe like some drop off. That's what we can do. This is a drop off, but to where? Oh, to where we're kind of intended to go in the long run. Stomp. I feel like dealing with them, to be honest. Oh, dang it. Oh, hold on. Stay right there. Perfect. He didn't fall through enough to make me not lose his item. I am grateful for that. Bloodstone, Bloodstone, and now we have our way to get past the Oil River without having to wade through it. Excellent. So we do have some items that we can drop down from above. Oh, dang it, we're gonna have to do a big round trip here. Also, don't walk through the fire right now while I was still covered in oil. It's an interesting area for sure. I'm trying to think what would have been, I don't know, just kind of a lot of the secret areas were my favorite in Bloodborne. I think mainly, I forget what it's called, but the snowy castle really stood out to me because it was so different. Mechanalyst, yes. It really stood out to me because it was so very different than any of the other areas in the game. Twofer? Oh, only one fer. Also, that's right, they have a cannon. Could you? I had quite enough of you. Canehurst was super awesome. And I actually, as frustrating as the boss fight can be against... I forget his name. It is a really fantastic boss fight. Wanted to help Logarius, yes. I summoned someone in doll clothes with the burial blade. When someone is able to have their Fashion Souls game on point and kick ass, that's how you know they're a professional. I'm just trying to remember how to quickly get through all this nonsense. How's it all my fault? You know nothing about. Just for that, you get some tentacles. Rudely. blaming it on me. They actually comment on the church close? I was actually not aware of that. That's awesome. Hello. They blame the church. Got it. That would make sense. The church is kind of to blame, if memory serves correctly. The scholars of Bergenworth and then the church to follow up from Bergenworth were basically the ones that brought all of this on everyone. The lore in Bloodborne is actually quite fascinating. And I think that clears out everything in this section. Okay, now we're getting to real nonsense. Gotcha before you transform. For the reliance on blood and the monsters within men coming to the surface, Lawrence specifically. Nah, it's all a misunderstanding. Also, hi, man. Thanks for stopping by. That pot was very brightly colored compared to all the others. There are some objects that have a lot more color than others. Just didn't fear the old blood. Isn't there a way to get up higher? How am I not remembering? There is, I know there is. We can fall. How am I not remembering this area well enough? I know this is a very crucial point. Nice. Everyone seems to really enjoy Outer Worlds. It seems to be the Fallout that a lot of people have wanted for a while. Which would make sense, because isn't it made by Obsidian? The developers who made Fallout New Vegas, which seems to be one of the ones that people love best. Device isn't operable. Why isn't it? Hello. You seem like someone who appreciates Molotovs. Appreciates Molotovs? Thank you. How about one more? How about an auger to sell it? Get out of here. Also, how do you get to that item? I don't remember ever getting to that item. I don't remember a lot. Hi, Sarkola. Oh, now it's moving. Thanks for stopping by. Some character you immediately love and other you immediately want to punch in the face. Sounds like the breadth of character we all need. Antidote. This is actually right there. That shortcut is the most important one.
Ah, a new face, are you?
Yes.
And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, master of the League.
The League of
Members
Shadows.
of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors.
Nah, they're
Sentence
home.
these
They're
fiends
homely
to
now.
death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Yes, please.
As a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune.
Yay.
Symbol of the League.
Impurity.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
Getting a little intense there, buddy.
Now, by the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin. Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin, ridding us of any trace of human corruption. And so, until we are rid of all vermin, you must continue to hunt and kill. This bloody fate is ours alone. Do not expect the world to grasp our work. But remember, the Confederates will always have my blessing. And each other. Always.
Thanks, friend.
The League...
Yes. We want to go back down real quick. I need to finish searching this tower nonsense. So. Or not? How do we... How did I... Alright, you gotta go down first. I'm a dangus. But yeah, I have no idea where that is. It's best to search for it while we are still having basically everything. Or while all the enemies are still down. Take a step forward. So I know there's this. Nothing but liars here. Oh, okay, there it is. Hello. I swing first. I have an audience with an unseen. No thanks. That seems like death. Why is there one small platform? Makes it feel like I should be jumping down, but no. We aren't doing that. Knives. You're in the know, right? Sure am. It's actually what's happening. Give me more poison knives. Really setting it in. Hi, friend. Hello.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along.
Beast. Uh-huh.
Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Withhold
Oh, yeah,
information.
of course not. I should have known. This whole place is falling apart once again. It's the curse of Yarnum.
Actually, no, hold on.
Oh, you find any...
I'll let you go to... I'll tell you to go to the clinic.
Thank you. It's
I
about
forget what
time I
happens
made
to
a
him when you
move.
send him to the
I
clinic.
can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks.
Pungent blood cocktails.
Thank you. I can't...
Why would you have pungent blood cocktails?
Have you got a screw loose? Or is it your...
Time to run. That's why. If you send him over to your friends in the chapel, he will slowly and surely start killing them. Very much akin to one of the NPCs in Dark Souls 1. As well as in Demon Souls. I like to feed him some playthroughs. I like to just sit here and let poison kill him. Because he's very weak to poison. He just likes to stand there and stare at you. Oh, sorry. You can have more poison. So how is everyone today? I hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. Or a wonderful Thursday. Jesus, Thursday. Hanging in there. Well, at least you're hanging in there, but it needs to be better than that. You need to be having a swell time. Sargota. Hopefully things are on the up and up soon. Quite hope so for me too. I had an on-site interview today for like 2.5 hours. And I really like the place. I really hope I get the position. 'Cause it seems like it would be a very good fit for me. Seems there'd be a lot I could learn, and a company full of very talented people to help me on that. So yeah. Also, health situation, I've still been doing well. Oh, what? That was new. Just heal this once, just in case you decide to do that again. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty much all right for past couple weeks. I had the final test with the doctor to see if anything, but we don't have the results yet. So I hope the results should hopefully happen soon, and we'll see if there's anything. But if they don't find anything with this one again, then it's basically, my head is leaning towards it's just something remnant from shingles that I might end up just having to live with for the rest of my life. Or it's just anxiety. Because anxiety can have much more physiological effects than, or it can very well just come out as physiological effects. Which is, yeah, not a fun time. Also, I think jumping down from here is where that item is. That I spotted. We'll do that after we... I think we're going to have to jump up twice here anyway, because we do have to drop down for stuff. bad heartburn when I was having really bad anxiety. Yeah, and it's like different for everyone. It's super weird. My sister said when I was explaining to her some of the stuff that had been happening. Also, we got the candy. She said that one of her coworkers, whenever she has bad anxiety, her tongue goes numb, which was one of the things that ended up happening to me for a bit during some of the episodes. So yeah, it's very much possible that it could very well be just anxiety. So yeah, we'll see. Also, we can... I think it's not going to do it while on the ladder. Can trigger PTSD and messes with my neck because I hunched down. Oof. That stinks. That's... Alrighty, Sargoto. Have yourself a good sleep. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna drop down here. Maybe an area where it's higher. Should be fine. Oh. I literally just didn't turn this corner. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we opened up that path. I think it's all clear right now, so let's actually go back into the town. Let's go back into the town and go into that side area. Just hope that we can deal with what it throws at us to open up a pathway there too, because otherwise we're going to be running through nonsense again, which I'd prefer not to. Good night, Sargo. Let's see if we can deal with this nonsense. Some antidotes, almost as if they know what's coming. That looks like just a dead end that we can get to otherwise. Is this not? Not. It's very difficult to tell where the cave parts end. Excuse me. Can I have a word of your time? Okay. Oh, you have quite the shockwave on your abilities. Can you not? Ow. No. There we go. That works. Times when I was angsty because I had to go through puberty again because me glands didn't work the first time. Oof. That seems like an odd happenstance. Probably not a pleasant one. Okay, how do I want to deal with this? I don't really have any long-range stuff I can really work with here. No, no. No. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I remember now. I forgot about them. Forgot about the little worms. Oh, come on, really? The danger noodles. Okay, they go down to 2 hits. Ah, more danger noodles. And I remember them being notoriously difficult to hit just because they're awkwardly really close to the ground. No! That's a problem. That's gonna be a pain. I need to get back there now. Ugh. Crap. Kraft Macaroni made their own blueberry count chocolate and called them danger noodles. Be awesome. It's such a long walk. Really? Jerk. It was a bit of a delayed fall damage, but whatever. Okay. Well, it's actually not that difficult to get back there. Except when there's dogs. Please don't follow me all the way in here. I'd like to make us both money. I'll just say 2 words, then I'll just leave it out on the table. Danger noodles. Gosh. You have such large shockwaves on your ground slams. I didn't have enough recovery time. Okay, we got those back, so that's a plus. How do we want to manage everything going forward? Actually, no, we can just straight run through this. 30 bloodstone. Poisoned. Just barely. But honestly, what I wanted to do more than anything is draw these stinking things over here. No! Just go down. Stinking jerks. Good guides for Moobot? Because I'm unmod myself anytime I use a command. That seems strange. I don't really know any good guides for Moobot. I just kind of played around with it and just learned from others. Oh no! Really? You're weak? You're resistant to fire? Of all things? 2? Why are the danger noodles hurt so much? Stop it. The web-based version. I don't know which version I'm using. I'm assuming it's the web-based version as well. Okay, you're also resistant to that, so good. Ah. No, not again. Not again. No! Why weren't you healing, you fucking idiot? I was pressing triangle to heal, and he wasn't. Again, the queuing system of actions in this game can be so frustrating. Because if you're pressing triangle while your character's down, you would expect the first thing they do when they regain control is to start using the heal. But sometimes they just be like, nah. Oh, now we need to run back again. Dang it. Don't. No. I forgot about that trap, and I didn't trigger that any of the other times I've been running through here. Actually, it's probably best if we don't do it that way. Because this, I think, leads right to it. Okay. Oh, well, we'll see who took my blood echoes that time. Ah, don't. Go away, doggos. Go away. I'm doing a thing here. Ah, are you kidding me? He has them. Really? Sucks. I'm gonna have to kill him. Are you things weak to poison? I know you're hanging out in poison, but maybe you're weak to it. I didn't want to do that. Hi, Astro. Thanks for stopping by. No, you sure don't seem to be weak to poison. Attack. Thank you. Nope. You're not weak to poison either. Ah, the shockwave. Ah, come on. No. Surprised that didn't hit me. No. Ugh. God, so many weird terrains here to get stuck on. Please kill him. I swear to Christ, if that doesn't kill him, if he just loaded out of bounds with my souls attached. I don't know if I can get those back unless I respawn them. Okay, thank goodness they ended up killing him. Oh, that was about to be a big ol' Angry Tom moment. Yeah, it seemed that during one of his attacks, he kind of clipped himself out of bounds. Dang it. And it just took the game a very long time to register that he fell through the world. A lot longer than I was expecting it to. If I remember correctly, you can fall and get some items here. Maybe not. It's a very long ladder, though. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. At least we got those back. Otherwise, I was going to be very mad. So that's a lot of blood echoes. Look where we are. This place seems familiar. Almost as if. Yeah, the death plane was very far down. This is the beginning of the game. Oh, jeez, it's already 11:20. How does it get so late so fast?
Oh, hello. She's safe with me now. I presume.
Also, yeah, I remember I sent her the rude old lady.
Well. Stabilized for the most part. Fascinating. Here you are, as promised. Oh, thank goodness you came. Be a dear.
I won't find you some more. I've already given you one victim. And while we're here, we can do one quick check before we... Actually, do I even want to go in there right now? Because fighting Iosefka is a pain, and I'm probably really shouldn't. Gotta head to bed, work in the morning. Gotta be up in 5.5 to 6 hours. It is understandable, Era. Have yourself a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Also, heck! That's a big old raid. Hi, Manic Realms. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hemslow, everyone. We're doing some bloody boards.
Welcome. What is very well.
Heck.
Let the echo
Keika.
become your strength.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, man.
Let me stand.
Again, thank you for that raid. Do I have enough for 5? I have enough for 3. Maybe I should up my endurance, or we could just say, nah, just keep bumping our arcane. We're just gonna keep bumping our arcane.
Farewell.
We are going to be very strong magic lads. Yes, we can do this now, and we have this. Boost max HP co-op, but doesn't really matter to me. Also, we got Beast, temporary boost to transforms. Which, I mean, we... Also, we need to get our other stuff out here. So, let's reorganize. We want Beast Roar. Just in case. Oops. Everything else should be there. So that is a very good melee. So we want Molotovs. We want Beast Blood. Where are you? There you are. Very toon stuff, but I'll be watching. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate that I can learn. And again, I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. We do have really high fire attack now with the Hunter's Torch if we really wanted to start boosting the crap out of it. 55 to 60. we wanted to just go for stabbing people with a torch. But also a flame sprayer is an option. Wow, we can take 16 to fully upgrade. So we can do 2 full upgrades. I think we have enough blood shards regular for this. I love the cannon. Can I even use the cannon? Sure can't. It uses 30 strength. Ha. Never mind then. We're not using the cannon this run. That would require so many unnecessary levels into strength. So we're sitting at 60, 77. This one's sitting at 86 or 96 base. Wow. It's actually a pretty strong torch. Although I can't put any blood gems into a torch. Okay. I think that's everything we can do for now. Unless we wanted to. Yeah, I think at the moment I still am not going to waste my twin bloodstones. I've got 39 of each. Convenient. Start dumping some of these and see if I can't get one more level up quick, because I have 10,000 in storage. Okay, so probably this should do it. I'll probably dump the rest of the money into
Welcome. Very well.
blood vials. Wow, I only needed 18,000. I probably could have done that before I dumped that last one.
Farewell.
What if RPGs treated stats like college? I majored in strength and defense, plus a minored in magic. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you do in RPGs, to be honest. Oh, that's right. So I can sell all these. So I'm not going to do these. And we can just put those back into blood vials. Because I mean, like, you can say you went for like a magic build, but in the end there's going to be like some magic resistant enemies and things like that, so you end up building something secondary, typically like a dexterity weapon of some sort that can work well with some low stats. Okay. So we want to go. I think I'm gonna be an idiot and go do ESFka now. It's a lot more difficult to do it now, but you can. Because then that basically leaves us at kind of the halfway point through the forest. Because I think I'm probably going to have to call it quits for the night sometime soon. It's already 11:30 here, and I've been trying not to go too terribly long with the streams like I've done before. Or in an Elder Scrolls games where there's 4 to 5 magic traits. Yeah. The magic traits that you increase just by spamming the hell out of the same thing. I remember getting... Hello. I don't like you. Oh wow, you are a strong one. Silver. It's knowledge. I have so much Madman's knowledge. I think what the next 22. Let's actually just do this. Because I think at 40, you actually do end up seeing different things. Because insight adds some weird quirks to it. And it's not like it goes away upon death. The only thing that can do anything is to your insight is that alien just Molotov cocktail. That is the only monster in the game that can basically do anything to your insight. Actually, I don't think you lose your insight on death either. I think it just stays constant. It's just a alternate currency that you can use in the hunter screen. Rude birds. I said rude. And you still continue to be rude. Some munch on eyes. Get slugs for brains. Hey, we got another insight. Hi, alien. Yosefka's blood vial. Yay. The Caner summons. Whoa. We can go to Canehurst if we want. If we want. And by the way, this thingy was the person that I sent over to Yosefka. Just turned him into an alien. Never forget how this one perk mod was incredibly balanced, but this one alteration perk completely shattered your foes. It made all novice spells cost 0 magic, infinite damage from flame, shock, frost, free low mage armor, and free low constant. Poof. Yeah. In very many of those quite extensive RPG systems, there's often something that gets overlooked or unaccounted for, and it can really break stuff. Said it. Those actually will communion. I don't remember what the communion room does. Blood vial max. I don't need those. At first glance, it seems more useful to have more blood vials, but it can really not be sometimes. Yosefka.
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here?
I took the back entrance.
Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone?
Nah, I'm gonna say hi.
Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving.
Saving in quotations.
But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
Yosefka.
This won't hurt a bit.
It'll hurt a
I'll
lot.
soon have you right as rain.
That's right. She does throw numbing mists at you too. Get wrecked. Oh no! She did it too. Haha, mine was first. Ah, Dang it. Want to have a tentacle battle? No! Oh, I hit the wrong button. We can have a tentacle battle. No, don't heal. It's a good thing you only throw yours out horizontal. I have some real damage. I can do that too. This makes hunters so much more manageable. The auger makes hunters so much more manageable. Being able to knock them back. The Odin Ride. Also, hi Merlo. Thanks for stopping. Uh-oh. Oh. Do I have the criteria for one other umbilical cord? Yes. Yes, I do. Because I rescued the whore. Okay. I was just gonna say, I think I may have actually accidentally made it possible for me to not get the full ending. But no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Because as much as it said, it specifically says 1/3 of an umbilical cord. There are 4 that you can get in any given playthrough. One you get basically through playing the game, and then one that's always available. The other one you have to get from one of 2 quest lines, or quest lines or timelines. And I just cut off one of those timelines by killing Yosefta early. Also, what did her Odin do? Odin Writhe. Oh, wow. Visceral attacks grant Quicksilver bullets. That's actually really good. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. We're gonna put that on. Clockwork dwarven robots to shut them down. Reverse pickpocket a coin on someone so they take 2 times damage or the ability to make bear traps at turns. Yeah, there is quite some unique things within those massive RPG systems. So we want to put on. We don't need the resistances at the moment. So we'll just steal. We'll just steal Quicksilver bullets whenever we do a visceral attack. Do I have enough? Should probably have enough for another level. Maybe not. Think this should maybe be enough. I hope. Yes, that should be.
Well, what is? Very well. Let.
Give me more arcane.
Farewell.
It's going real hard in dark. Okay, some Molotovs. Hi, Viz. Thanks for stopping by. Blood Boop's going well. We cleared out a lot of the side stuff. We really only have like the main path left for quite a while. We've really plowed through just about every side option available to us at the moment. Actually, we did just unlock one other side option. Probably fastest from the abode, I think. The final boss. It's a moon presence. That's pretty much all I'll say about it. It's technically the final list boss in the game. Not that way. Or yes, that way? No, it was this way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, you want to say hi? I can say hi to you. No, I'm trying to do a thing here. Go away. Go away. There we go. Very good horses. Don't seem slightly unfed. Everything's normal about this. This is fine. Let's go for a ride. Come on, horsies. Let's go. Let's go. To the dead end that's that way. Also, they came from that way, so... Ew. Still think this is my favorite area of the game. As much as I'm literally just going here to unlock the lantern, because I can try to gauge if I'm supposed to be here or not based on how the enemies are going to interact with me. Also, hi, Stealth Boy. Thanks for stopping by. Also, something may have happened to our horses. There may have been some sort of time lapse from the moment we stepped out of the carriage. This castle is gorgeous. See what we can do to just maybe clear out this area and not go into the castle proper. The horses were already dead and there's witch trapped in. It's also very, very understandable. Or not understandable, but very probable thing. Also, these things are a thing. God, these things are just as unsettling as I remember. Oh, they're just as strong as I remember, too. Yep. Definitely not at a point in the game where I'm quite ready to deal with this area yet. These things are brutal. Ah. No. No. Stop it. You jerk. I will just tentacle you down because I have the option to do so. Ugh. God, they're so unsettling. Like, by far, like, one of the most unsettling things in this game. Just trying to clear out the castle outside. I'm gonna call it from there. If they will allow me to do so, which they may not. No! No! Not more danger noodles. Get out of here, danger noodles. Oh my god, they're so powerful. This area is such a late game area. Alright, well, we're basically gonna die. There's no way we're getting past all this. No! Don't body block me, danger noodles. Oh! I died. Yeah. I'm not ready for this area of the map yet. Weena got me back real hard. Weena called all of her friends and slew me. I want to see if I can't get those blood echoes back though. No, 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 not if... Oh, good. They're all the way over here. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Ouch! No, don't trap me. Don't trap me. Run. Run. Ow. Such danger. Much noodle. Okay, let's see quick. We can also collect the items that are other on this side of the outside. Real quick. Oh, that one isn't extra big. Oh, no, 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 no. It's so gross. Why are you so gross? Oh, you're so gross. Let me just take that off you. Gross. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. No hop. No hops this time. Ah. Uh-oh. Might be dead. 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 Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I don't feel like wasting any more blood vials, but I also need to bleed. Also, that wasn't worth it in the slightest. Those items are like PvP items. Numbing Mist prevents enemies from healing. Alright, out of here. Out of here. Whew. Yeah, those noodles have very large contact box. It's very difficult to roll past them. Also, good night, Myths. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, we did pick up some more of these. I mean, we might as well use them up, see if we can't get a quick level. Which, yes, we should be able to get a level.
Welcome. What is... Very well, let me...
The real question is to like, just keep pumping it into Arcane. Or should we actually get some more defensive? Nah. We really should. 40 is such a high number for an offensive stat. The stamina is not... It's a 2% increase every time I do it. Yeah. Let's get endurance to 20 next. Let's try to get vitality to 30, and then we're just gonna go real hard into Arcane.
Farewell, May.
Go very hard into Arcane. Is there anything else we can do real quick? Otherwise, I'm probably gonna call it for the night. It is nearly midnight for me. Goodbye the Tomb Prospector gear. I really want to do. Goodbye Henrik's set. Not bother with those. And then let's see if we can't do some quick fashion born. What do we want to build it around is the key thing here. Probably build it around the hat. What's the best hat that we can work with? Could always go for the doll. Old hunter cap? Not feeling that. Regular hunter hat's always a good choice, but so is the top hat. Gascoigne's hat seems stylish enough. Let's go for that. What's gonna look best? The Yarnum Hunter didn't look that bad. No, the church garbs really clash. Y'all black? No. Ashen. It's just how brown it is. I mean, it obviously works with Gascoigne, but trying to do fashion born. I was thinking the Yarnum Hunter garb. Yeah. Kind of looking a little Indiana Jones, but that's fine. We're probably going to want some more understated gloves. Yarnum Hunter might be the best choice. Oh, definitely not. Not the surgical gloves. Gascoigne. I actually kind of dig that. Yeah, we're gonna go for Gascoignes. And what do we want for boots? The hunter trousers obviously work because they're intended to. Oh, maybe. Maybe? The Yargle black trousers? I'm thinking that looks pretty nice. The pants work well with the gloves. Yeah. Yeah. Fashion born complete. Just to double check. So, dollar. Oh yeah, that's right. It's nightmare stuff. Abandoned old workshop? Okay, yeah, I know where that is. Canehurst, that's where it is. So that's where that one is in Forbidden Woods. So yeah. That looking real good. That is gonna be where I call it for, because it is nearly midnight. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Manic, for that big raid. I appreciate it. Yeah. We'll probably end up just playing through the rest of Bloodborne through the remainder of October. Being off the first couple weeks of October, unfortunately, set me behind on the schedule I was hoping to achieve for spoopy games. But yeah, maybe we'll just continue it into November. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be back on Saturday with more Bloodborne. Hopefully making even a larger chunk. We'll make some like very significant mainline chunks of the game down. Because for the most part today was a lot of side stuff. Cleared up basically every side area of the game that I can recall that we can do that isn't super late game, like the DLC or Canehurst. But yeah. Who can we go say hello to? Hmm. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go say hi to Gwen. Gwen is playing some of that fantastic new Jackbox. So we can have ourselves a wonderful time playing some Jakubatsu games with Gwen. Um, Again, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. And I will be back on Saturday with the more, Bloodborne, making big strides in the main quest. Oh yeah, have yourselves a wonderful night and give Gwen some love. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.